How does it feel to be in business with Aventurine? That's just his style. All or nothing. But Aventurine's luck has always been good. He's always closed. As for the 2 cases, apologies, but I don't have much info on them either.
We're carrying out our captain's orders. What are you—
We made a mistake last time, and we're working hard to rectify it now.
So that's it. They were the pair who were after Firefly at the time.
It's you again. Back—
Well, spit it out. Stop bothering.
So you know each other. Why do you keep running into people you've beaten up before? Oh, sheesh, why do you keep asking me that? We're in the middle of investigating a murder case for the family.
Hey! The security officer instructed Edward. What murder? You'd better.
Looks like they're not going to cooperate. But they did at least tell.
Why don't we just look for the security officer then? It's probably Gallagher, the one he mentioned, right? Such tight security. I bet they're stumped by the case as well. Gallagher.
Apologies. The Bloodhound fam. Hold on a minute.
How much trouble have you stirred up exactly on Peniconia? You think you look alike? Wait, are you for—
Not possible. It was you the last time yelling about some clockwork friendship while beating. I'm not letting you get by this time.
Huh? What kind of heinous—
Hold on, sir. We have documents authorized by the family that would aid your investigation. If it wouldn't trouble—
Who exactly is this Gallagher you keep talking about? There's been a—
he didn't send you all here?
It was the security op—
He'll do! He's the one we've been looking for!
Sorry, no can do. The boss said that since it's a matter of the family's reputation, everyone, please leave.
We're really sorry for troubling you.
Another way. That's it! Didn't they say something? Can you perform it again? That— Please?
Sorry. No, everyone, please leave. Let me see. Whoa! It's time to clock out! And no.
This clockwork—
At least he won't be getting in our way again.
I was wondering what all the commotion was. Huh. Oh, it's you guys. Welcome. Since—
Hello, Mr. Gallagher, sir. Judging from your tone, it sounds like you were—
Miss Himiko, you're too polite. There's no need—
Mr. Gallagher, you even know my name.
Of course I do. You folks are from the legendary Astral Express. I had an encounter with this gentleman in the Golden Hour. I remember that little silver-haired girl was there too. I'm sorry for what happened to that kid.
This is also the reason why we've come to visit you, Mr. Gallagher. The Express can't just overlook—
The Nameless involved with the family.
Why? What's wrong with the family?
It's nothing. On Peniconia, no matter how much one resists the beautiful dream, when the time comes, they too.
Mr. Gallagher seems to be getting at something.
You got it wrong. I'm not. You want to discuss the case? Sure. Come with me. This is not a good place to talk. Let's go elsewhere.
Even after that chilling tragedy, this dream is still running effortlessly. Other than the family of the Harmony, it's hard to imagine any other power in the universe that could sustain a building of such magnitude.
The family itself is a huge, perfect building. Like a living idol. Each member of the family sees themselves as a piece of the divine puzzle, revolving around a singular core and a shared ideal. Under their command...
Interesting analogy. Perhaps that's why Penaconi's beautiful dream had...
But the human body has its limits, and so does the divine's.
That doesn't sound like the kind of comment a Galaxy Ranger would make.
Just pointing out the facts. Mr. Yang will definitely have a...
Why do you say that, Miss Acheron?
The beautiful dream is crumbling. But not because of a particular eon, a particular faction, or a particular visitor. Its collapse stems from a certain inevitability as people immerse their souls in the dreamscape, where consequences and pain cease to exist, and only ease and pleasure prevail. They draw. Also, this necrosis will diffuse and spread. One piece of the puzzle's mutation will eventually cause the entire...
In the end, the dreams that people built in the name of freedom became the cage that... I'm sure you've gained a lot from this trip, Miss Acheron.
Of course. Don't mind me. It's just a habit. Owing to events in the past, I've become...
Take your time.
That should do it. I vividly... This is what I've seen and heard along the way. Someone once said to me, Penacony wasn't like this a long time ago. Nor should it be. I've traveled through the reality and dreamscape of the planet of festivities. Watched the tides of night rise and fall when time stopped for people. Were the spirits of the rich and impoverished. This is why I think the collapse of the beautiful dream is inevitable.
There might be a way to change everything.
Perhaps. But if this is indeed the world that people desire, if this is precisely why life chooses to slumber...
Miss Acheron? There was a man from my homeland who, at a time when the world was grappling with, he wove together the dreams of everyone in the world, linking people's dreamscapes, and shouldered this burden himself. From this, he created a giant. And since that moment, the giant stood between heaven and earth, becoming the pillar of the world's existence. As a price, they slumbered in a dream, devoid of disaster and pain, living out their days peacefully in the man's created utopia. And it is because of the wishes of those...
And yet, you stand here right now. Which also means that man failed.
Because people must always move towards the future. Even if human weaknesses make them pause when they truly cannot move forward, humanity will eventually... And that man, he was never a failure. Like everyone in that world, he was the sun chaser of legend, soaring towards the sky and embracing his final victory He ascended to heights uncharted, only to come face to face with the sun. a place not visited by anyone before. His wings would melt because of it, only for him to fall into the sea. Countless others would surpass him, soaring to even greater heights.
A fitting metaphor for the Nameless's trailblazing spirit. Thank you, Mr. Yang. I know what you wish to confirm. The universe has innumerable similar, yet different worlds. In these worlds, there are innumerable people who look alike, yet don't. I too have embarked on journeys, encountering old friends with familiar faces on different worlds, witnessing their destinies follow paths similar to mine. So even if not completely similar, the story you just told, it overlapped. I ended that man's life. Alone. I am not who you think I am, nor will my home be as fortunate as your world.
I am sorry.
It's fine. I don't mind, so long as I can alleviate your suspicions.
There's something I still wish to know, Miss Acheron. Under that representation of the hunt, exactly what sort of power is it that has motivated your solitary?
Mr. Yang, before answering that question, I wish to continue the previous topic. I like your analogy very much. Indeed, birds are born to fly. But in a distant past, their ancestors could only gaze at the sky in envy. They saw that faraway ray of light from above the heavens, piercing through the clouds and blanketing the earth. And so, time and time again, generation after generation, the birds spread their wings and took to the sky, attempting to touch its ceiling. Then, what if the last bird finally soars into the sky? Then why, exactly, do we...
Long time no see. Having fun on Peniconia? Acheron?
This voice, it's not Constance. Could it be her companion?
Though I don't know exactly what you are, or what you're up to, my bullets will find you. Until then, you best find a casket store on Peniconia and ask...
Imposter? I see. She gave my whereabouts to someone who's tracking Acheron too. Who are you?
Huh? Did I make a mistake? Who the heck are you?
I'm the Garden of Recollection's memo keeper.
Not bad. This is the kind of tough challenge I like. You that imposter's bodyguard? Never mind.
I don't know what you're talking about, but you know Acheron, the Galaxy Ranger, yes?
Are you asking me to write your will? Sure.
Not quite. I only want to ask, how exactly did she become a Galaxy? She's clearly not a pathstrider of the hunt, but you are, aren't you? Tell me.
Sure. Heck, never thought I'd come across an ally. What a stroke. Well. I'll be on Peniconia soon. Memo keeper. Go buy a bottle of Asdana's White. That lady's passed. Well, nobody knows. But if all you want is a simple answer, sure, is an emanator who should not exist.
You look pale. Or is that also part?
I didn't think you'd have the nerve to show yourself.
I thought this was exactly what you wanted. After all, I faithfully fulfilled my... Just tell me if you can't hold on any longer.
So, the genius of the Council of Mundanites wants to be my Undertaker now.
Yes, and I'm pretty sure the people at the Strategic Investment Department would love to be notified of your death in due time.
Great. Then tell your people that Aventurine is ready to go in 17 system hours.
Oh, you've got a lot of nerve. How exactly do you plan on completing your task?
My conversation with Sunday convinced me that there's a traitor in the family, and that they hold the secrets of Peniconia. So, I took the I even managed to recover the gift money. Things haven't gone this smoothly since I walked through the doors of the Reverie.
Sounds like a very elaborate way of saying that you failed.
That's all I can say. Have you forgotten, Doctor? Go. Do what you must. I look forward to the sight of the IPC fleet surrounding Peniconia.
That's true, but what's your plan? Did you conceal an orbital support beacon in that gift money bag?
Well, who knows? Maybe that's why I'm handing out cash even when I'm about to bite the dust.
You are indeed a gambler. An insane one.
Maybe I am.
Fine. Here, take this. Open it when you're on your last leg.
What's this? Medical advice? You catch on pretty asking me to solve a case without giving a single clue. How typical of you wing-headed scoundrel. But the way you're all on edge about that stowaway... it's just...
You... wait. I get it now. This is some sort of prank. You youngsters are always looking for a quick way to get an audience.
A great show will start soon, old man. But before that, I need to ask you something. Do you know where I can find death in this?
Ah, I see. Another fearless youngster looking for death. Death? Not even remotely innovative. I bought it from Dr. Edward. The effects were awful. First, some monster covered in eyes stabs you in the gut.
Is that all?
Yeah, what else can you expect? Don't put too much stock in the Peniconia movie industry.
What a joke. Well, I'll leave you be then. A monster covered in eyes. That sounds like the Memory Zone meme. But buildings and lights... I can feel something inside my head. Is the harmony starting to kick in?
Would you be willing to support my performance? And keep the song of you... Wow, how fabulous! But why would you give such a wonderful gift to a random stranger?
Well, you see, I can't bear to...
That's incredibly kind of you. Thank you so much, sir.
Sure thing. Oh, by the way, do you happen to know anything interesting about...
Death? That's a pretty scary topic, and...
Oh, you see, I'm a tabloid reporter collecting ghost stories in Peniconia.
Well, if you're up for some gossip, it's not about death, but there have been some rumors about a guest at the reality hotel who fell into a deep sleep and didn't wake. It was like they were in some sort of coma. Nobody knows what caused it, but luckily the customer eventually regained consciousness.
Thank you. This will make for a very unexplained coma. That's actually what happens to your body if your brain dies in a dream. The disturbing voice in my head.
A sip of liquor. A blissful reprieve. Oh? Or are you just pitying me? Well,
You really shouldn't drink so much Soul Glad, my friend. It's not good for your health.
Oh? Maybe I really should quit.
The devil of soul.
They say it loves to appear to drunk people. Especially the one.
Yeah. Very... Does everyone have to go through so much...
Take care, my friend. If you ever find yourself in danger... You don't look good, my friend. If you need assistance, I can contact the hotel and...
That won't be necessary. I have some business to attend to.
All right, then. If you ever need help...
Well, actually, I do need a favor.
Stowaways? How could there be stowaways in...
All right. Good luck. What was I even thinking?
Were you wanting to talk to me? Sorry, I thought you were checking out. Is this a gift for me? Are you sure this isn't some kind of mistake?
Yes.
Is this for real?
No, it's not much.
I knew it. What's on your...
Neither.
Oh, you sound just like my father. Always warning me about danger, he's an Intellitron, so his dream entry methods are different from us organics. Can't count on him to protect me if something does...
Hey, stay positive. Gold will always shine one day, right?
You want to talk to me? Sure, but nothing too sensitive, okay? Huh. Wealthy people have fancy ways to enjoy this dream. But to be honest... So, are you trying to be the prince from the tale? Handing out his gold leaf garment and melting his...
I'm flattered. I'm no prince, and I just thought these gems would help you speak.
Another curious soul. I see. Well, that was actually the topic I was most in.
How did your boss talk you out of it?
Well, she simply said, covering baseless urban legends like that would make us look like... I thought about it, and she had a point. Reported...
Guess she's got a point. The devil of Soul Glad. Dangers... the gems in my bag are running low. Well, let's see if my last lucky interviewee brings some surprises.
Remember what I said. You Sigonians are better off hiding in the sewers. Look at you, snooping around and sticking your nose everywhere. Is the smell of death so enticing, my fine fellow?
Oh, it's you, masked fool. I should have guessed it. You're the imposter who appeared on TV after Robin's death, right?
I heard you got caught by the family. I gave you a clear clue. Befriend a mute. Simple and straightforward, you know? And what did you do? You messed it up and ended up as their prisoner. I told you to make friends with a mute, not become one yourself. You really let me down.
What do you mean?
You know better than I do. Who watched the little songbird that couldn't sing perish right before their eyes? You did, Blondie.
No, I mean... What did you mean by becoming one myself?
Well, it means you'll soon end up like her, unable to speak ever again. But it's a good thing if you ask me, because...
Because I'm getting closer to the truth, right?
Oh?
Why else do you think I'm handing out cheap trinkets all over the streets, fool? All part of the act. Fool's bait. The more pathetic I seem, the more likely you'll come sniffing around. So...
Why should I help you?
Don't you want to see Peniconia descend into... chaos? Well, I can make that happen. Did you really mean Robin?
And what if I say no?
Then I'll thank you. Oh, the word no has never sounded so...
Well done. I admit I underestimated you, but what difference would it make? Let me tell you something. There were 2 mutes, but one is dead now, and the other, though he's still in Peniconia, I'm afraid you'll never find him again.
Now I'm completely sure that I was on the right track from the beginning and never strayed, fool. Right now, there are only 2 things missing from my grasp. The meaning behind the truth, and the means to expose it.
How impressive. That's quite a fancy way of saying I haven't learned anything so far.
Not exactly. I've gathered enough clues to prove its existence, and that's enough for me. As for the answers to my questions, I'll find them within 16
Oh, really? Only 16 system hours? Well, let me lend you a hand. Here you go. This is my precious, mutually assured destruction button, and I have one just like it. When either of us presses it, the other and the whole of Peniconia. If you're really so desperate for the IPC to take over Peniconia, blowing up the chessboard isn't a bad idea. Start from scratch. That's where the IPC excels, right? Just press the button when you're at your wit's end. And of course, feel free to reach out to me for my hospice care, too.
Oh, a deadly button, huh? Well, I guess the family didn't take your threat seriously at all. Otherwise, how on earth did you manage to bring it in here?
I have my own ways. That's all you need to know.
Well, I'm afraid I'll have to decline your offer. Who knows if your little gadget will actually work. By the way, I have no plans to search for the other mute friend you speak of, but I'll handle the rest myself. I'll orchestrate a grand finale for the downfall of the family. And at the climax, when that time comes, go ahead, press the button, light up the sky with a magnificent fireworks display for me.
You're still talking big, but sure, if that happens, I'll stay true to my word. Just don't let me down now, okay?
So, number 35. You're back.
Can a commodity code really be considered a lucky charm?
Silence! I didn't give you permission to speak. The guys in black didn't say much, so I've no idea what you did to save your skin in that massacre back in the day. But I figured you must have had good luck, so I bought you now on, you and your good luck are my assets. Are we clear? Your first task is simple. In addition to you, I've purchased 30. Go and play a game with them. You came out alive after 2.
You're insane.
Testing out if you.
Aren't you worried that the money you spent on me will go to waste?
I've got stacks on stacks, Blondie. But you look good. And that's why many customers are betting their fortunes on a scrawny.
How much did you spend?
What?
My price. How much did you pay?
Huh. You really want to know? Well,
I'll take my chances. 30 tanba. If I come back alive, you'll give me 30 tanba.
Are you trying to strike a bet with me? Oh, you've got. Yeah, sorry, but that won't do. Don't forget your place. You're just a chip. A life thrown away in someone else's hands. Either you come back with more it's all or nothing. Don't.
What brings you here, Gallagher?
Some friends from the old days. Do you have a moment to spare, Siobhan?
Oh, I have the whole day to spare. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Drink. This bar offers a wide variety of drinks, but we draw the line at Soulglad. Why settle for ordinary when you can experience extraordinary? We're dedicated to serving up nothing but What would you like to drink? I'll whip it up for you.
Oh, look! A lady as cool as Serval!
Who's Serval? Will you, introduce-
Oops!
Just spare them, my esteemed bartender. I'll take over the bar. I'm getting up there in age, and I need some practice before I forget the skills that used to put food on my table. Where did you stash the ingredients?
They're all under the counter. Since our guests have traveled from afar, shouldn't you whip up some special-
That's exactly what I had in mind. Hey, my friends, do me a favor. The discussion might take quite some time. So I'll prepare some customized...
In the bar? But aren't all the ingredients right there on the counter?
Why, we're in a dream, my lovely lady. You can help yourself to anything if you wish for it. Comfort, hunger, confusion, or even boredom.
Oh, did you hear that? She just called me my lovely...
Even in reality, mixing drinks is more than just throwing ingredients together. A bartender needs to capture the bar's atmosphere, master technique, and spin a tale of mystery and anticipation.
Only then can a perfect drink crafted with a customer's life story be created.
In other words, what you get from your drink is down to luck, so don't overthink it. Indecisiveness has no place.
It's so glad! But let's give it a shake. Night. Yeah, perhaps. Soulglad is a classic, and why don't they sell Soulglad in this bar?
It's all about the bartender's pride. It wouldn't make sense for customers to come here and order drinks they can find anywhere else. That's the...
You're right, Himeko. Check out this bottle! The liquid inside looks beautiful! And the lake half an amber era ago! Ugh, drinking this stuff... Ugh, the syrup is turned clumpy. I definitely...
Did you find the bottle of syrup I've been hoarding? Don't worry, it's all just a dream and it won't upset your stomach. It's been aging for years and should have a refined taste.
Then... Can this be used for mixing drinks? Oh, what should we exchange for it? And... Whoa, the words on the note are changing! Stairs made of coins can lead to happiness. Does this mean we can take it? Oh, that's quite a stash. Not sure if it's enough.
Stay out of my way!
Haven't I made myself clear enough, Miss Amiki? The dream jewel.
But you have the talent. You'll attract a huge audience. You're destined. Come with me. We'll become the talk of Peniconia, a shining light into...
As you see, I'm entertaining my guests. Don't make...
Fine. If you don't come along, I'll just sit here and not go.
Just...
What's her deal? We can't discuss the case with other people.
Hey, can you do that clockwork trick of yours again?
Yeah, I'm counting on you.
You're one of Siobhan's guests, right? What can I do for you? I just don't get why she won't leave this place. Those darn Irish jerks! I get it now. She's not leaving. I can help clear the way for her. I can do her a favor. I'll go back and... I just don't get why she won't leave. I've seen it. The moment when Siobhan, the crowd is going wild, applause. I've seen that scene countless times in my dreams, and every time. Want to raise a glass?
She's still not leaving.
I just don't get. It's ridiculous, right? I'm too timid and shy, longing to shine, but if you don't know Siobhan's past, and you have no clue how... I know she probably thinks I'm just trying to ride her fame to get ahead. Well, talking to you has got me feeling a bit down. Maybe I should... Here's the payment for the drinks.
Amiki has left? That's good for her. Rady, when you're ready, go to Gallagher. I can tell he's itching to show off his skills.
That being said, mixing a drink is way simpler than you'd imagine. Just pick your favorite ingredient. So go ahead, explore the bar. Nice work. You found some interesting ingredients there. Each drink has its own unique flavor, and the base ingredient sets the tone. The original formula is said to be Nunu's favorite drink. It's sour and bitter. Now that you've chosen the base, it's time to pick the adjunct. The ingredient that'll create a marvelous chemical bright future. A taste that's been a long time coming. I'll never forget the flavor that danced on my tongue. as Mikhail whisked me through the dreamscape wilderness.
Mikhail.
Almost there. Let's pick a decoration. Which style do you prefer? Anything you need, I've got it. A symbol of bravery and dauntlessness. Well, it's done. Here's to you, the nameless, with this glass of a ticket to the boneyard. To the dead and the dying.
Well done, Gallagher.
So,
the richness and layers of these flavors are a masterpiece, especially with the adjuncts. I'm not entirely sure what it all means. Maybe Mr. Gallagher can shed some light on it.
well, if you're expecting a profound answer, the imagery it implies is pretty straightforward. It's just...
Does this true taste have anything to do?
Yeah, that name does sound familiar. When you got knocked out by that masked fool girl...
I was right about you. Let's dig deeper into the case, and of course... Alright, let's start with what we know based on the clues the family has. It seems that Firefly isn't a local or an invited guest. She managed to fool me at first. My age must be getting the best of me. But here on the planet of festivities, stowaways are common sight. You're bound to run into... But here's the thing. We only received bad news, and the trickiest kind at that. She simply vanished, leaving no trace in the dreamscape or reality. As if...
Huh? Does that...
That's impossible. The problem now is not that she's dead, but that it's as if she had never existed in the first place. Let me be frank. This case, actually, is unlike anything the Bloodhound family has dealt with before.
Dealt with before? So, death does happen in Peniconia, if I understand correctly.
You've witnessed it, so there's no need to hide. Even the shiniest city has its dark side. We're all adults. Confronting the family based on that alone would be naive. Death may occur in sweet dreams. If you really want to delve deeper into this case, you need to understand the true...
I guess it's time to tell the story of that Mikhail.
You're very perceptive. The Astral Express has received that music...
There's a message. Witness the impossible in the realm of dreams. Find the legacy of the Watchmaker, Father...
That's the exact wording.
Hey, why are you laughing? Wait, did you write it? It's quite...
No, but I'm the officer in charge of this case. So how could I not know? I'm sure you must have noticed that this message didn't come from the family. You might have even guessed that the relation...
That's just our speculation. Actually, it's hard to believe that the father of Peniconia and its actual managers are at odds.
Now I can assure you that your speculation is absolutely correct. The family has considered the Watchmaker an enemy for a long time. But let me ask you a question. Have you ever wondered why the family allowed the Watchmaker to send out such a ridiculous message to the outside world? Inviting you here and causing...
So, you want to seize this opportunity to expose the Watchmaker?
Well, now you understand why the Oak family authorized the Nameless to assist in the investigation, because the Watchmaker is not the legend of the land of the dreams at all. He's the most shameful... You don't get it? Well, I mean... Mikhail, the betrayer of the family... Here we are, Clock Studios Theme Park, the most popular entertainment center in Peniconia.
Wait, aren't we supposed to be discussing the Watchmaker? I would have expected you to take us to maybe a library or an archive room of sorts. But An amusement park?
The culture of a city reflects its history in the most authentic way. To you, it's a fun place. But to me, it's a prison for the planet's past. You know that Peniconia used to be the IPC's prison planet, right? The prolonged exposure to high concentrations of memoria caused a unique phenomenon. But everything has a price, and sweet dreams are no exception. In the end, the dream, he is Hanu, the great leader of dreams. History is always written by the winners. However, it's undeniable that Clocky is an animation that draws from Peniconia. These characters not only exist in Dreamville, but also in the distant past. Once you realize this,
There are so many members of the Bloodhound family around